Hi everyone. Today we am going to explain about simple column cash book or single column cash book. Okay, this is introduction for single column cash book. What is a cash book? First of all, we we will learn about what is cash book. A cash book is a book in which we record all the cash transaction of a business. कैश बुक में हम क्या रिकॉर्ड करते हैं ऑल कैश ओनली कैश ट्रांजैक्शंस ऑफ ए बिजनेस के कैश ट्रांजैक्शंस रिकॉर्ड करते हैं ओके नॉट क्रेडिट ओके ओनली कैश इट मीन्स ओके इन सिंपल वर्ड्स whenever cash comes into the business जब भी बिजनेस में कैश आता है और कैश गोज आउट ऑफ द बिजनेस अगर कैश बिजनेस से बाहर जाता है we record that transaction in the cash book वो ट्रांजैक्शन हम कैश बुक में रिकॉर्ड करते हैं ओके फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ वी रिसीव कैश फ्रॉम अ कस्टमर ओके अगर हम कैश कस्टमर से रिसीव हुआ हमें कैश इज कमिंग इनटू द बिजनेस कैश बिजनेस में आ रहा है ओके वी विल रिकॉर्ड दिस इन कैश बुक इफ वी पे रेंट इन कैश अगर हम कैश से रेंट पे करें cash is going out of the business so all these transactions are recorded in the cash book these all transaction will be recorded in the cash books in simple words in cash book we record the transactions related to if cash is coming we will record in cash book if cash is going we will record in cash book only okay what is a simple column cash book or single column cash book okay a simple column cash book is a cash book that has only one amount column okay in single column cash book has only one account column on each side and that column is for cash okay that is why it is called a simple column cash book or simple cash book or single column cash book okay simple column cash book only amount to column is there in each side debit side also credit side also okay let's the next the cash book has two sides cash book के पास two sides रहते हैं debit side credit side debit side left side debit side left side uh, and credit side right side see debit side credit side format of cash book का format date particulars lf amount date particulars lf amount this is debit side this is credit side this is debit side amount this is credit side amount okay what what we do record on the debit side of cash book simple column cash book or single column cash book हम क्या रिकॉर्ड करते हैं डेबिट साइड कैश बुक के डेबिट साइड the debit side is used to record cash receipts that means whenever cash comes into the business we record it on the debit side okay जब भी हम हमारे बिजनेस में कैश आता है so we will record that transaction in debit side of the cash book for example cash सेल्स होने पर कैश आता है ना हमें if your business is about you are selling clothes okay when you are selling clothes what will you get is your sales is happening and cash is coming into the business so it means cash sales and cash whenever cash is coming we will record in the cash book debit side of the cash book okay cash received from customers अगर हमें cash receive हुआ customer से then we will record this on debit side of the cash book commission received in cash हमें commission receive हुआ okay for whatever purpose but we received commission that then that okay, in cash but cash not credit. Okay, remember that. Okay. Sales credit also we will not write in cash book. We only write about say when cash is immediately coming, not credit sales. Okay. Cash received from customers, commission received in cash, capital introduced in कैश. हम बिजनेस में आने से पहले हमें कैपिटल मनी होना रहता ना बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने के लिए. वी नीड कैपिटल, सो that introduce cash or capital introduced in cash is written in the debit side of the cash book. All these are recorded on the debit side because cash is coming into the business. So remember this simple rule: debit, cash comes in. Okay. Now, what do we record on the credit side of cash book? What do we record? What do we record? The credit side is used to record cash payments. ओके. हम कैश पेमेंट्स जब भी करते हैं हम क्रेडिट साइड लिखेंगे दैट ट्रांजैक्शन ऑन इन डेबिट इन कैश बुक. ओके. दैट मीन्स सिंपल कॉलम कैश बुक. दैट मीन्स whenever cash goes out of the business, जब भी बिजनेस से कैश बाहर जा रहा है, we record it on the credit side. हम वो क्रेडिट साइड, वो ट्रांजैक्शन वो हम क्रेडिट साइड रिकॉर्ड करेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल रेंट पेड इन कैश. हमने रेंट पेड किया, समझिए आपके दुकान है, आपकी दुकान का रेंट भी रहेगा ना, तो उसके लिए बिजनेस के लिए ही समझिए हमें वो दुकान को किराए पे लेना पड़ा. सो हम उसको अब उसका रेंट भी तो पे करना रहता हमें. सो इफ यू पे दैट फॉर दैट पर्पस यू पे you in cash, you money is going out of the business, so we will record in the credit side of cash book. Salaries paid in cash. If we are paying salaries to the to our employees, then cash is going no from the business, so this will record on in the credit side of the simple column cash book. Purchases made for cash. हम कुछ खरीदे, कैश से खरीदे, that will be recorded in the credit side of the cash book. कैश पेड टू सप्लायर्स. अब बिजनेस है, हमें कुछ खरीदना पड़ता. Let's take an example. If you are selling clothes, for that first we have to bring the clothes and we pay to the suppliers, who supplied that clothes. Cash paid to the supplier, then that is expenses, that is purchases. So we will write and money is going, cash is going out of the business, so we will write that in the credit side of the cash book. Okay. All these are recorded on the credit side. So remember, credit is equal to, credit means cash goes out, cash बाहर गया, तो credit side लिखेंगे हम. Okay. One more important rule, you have to remember this: a simple column cash book records only cash transaction. Simple column cash book में सिर्फ कैश ट्रांजैक्शन ही रिकॉर्ड होते, उसके अलावा कोई भी क्रेडिट transactions are not recorded. If in the question has given that credit sales or credit purchases, then you don't have to write that transaction in simple column cash book. Simply leave that transaction, because that transaction doesn't come in simple column cash book. Okay. For example, गुड सोल्ड ऑन क्रेडिट टू रवि 5,000. आपने गुड सेल्स हुए, क्रेडिट पे हुए, लेकिन वो सेल्स हुए लेकिन क्रेडिट से हुए. अभी आपको इमीडिएटली पैसे नहीं मिलेगा वो. Here no cash is received immediately, so therefore this transaction is not recorded in the simple column simple cash book. Okay. बट इफ वी से गुड्स सोल्ड फॉर कैश, हमने गुड्स सोल्ड किया और हमें कैश रिसीव हो गया, कैश 5,000. ओके. हम रिसीव हो गया. That means cash is received, so we record it on the debit side of simple column cash book. Okay, the correct rule for a cash book is debit cash received, credit cash paid. Remember this rule, it will help you to solve problems on simple column cash book. For example, if the owner introduced 20,000 cash as capital, it is recorded on the debit side because cash received by the business. Cash business में आ रहा है. Okay, so we will record in the debit side of the cash book. But capital introduced is not an income. It is not an income, but we have to record it in the debit side of the cash book, simple column cash book, single column cash book. Remember this. Similarly, if we purchase an asset, हमने एक asset खरीदा for cash से हमने asset खरीदा, it is recorded on the credit side because cash is paid. It is not an expense in the usual sense. If you are running a business, you need things, no, for selling. Uh, you are not expense, that is not expense in, if you think in usual sense, that we are buying that, we are uh, buying that for selling, no, for selling purpose, no. So in if you think in usual sense, it is not an expense, but it is recorded in the credit side of the uh, cash, single column cash book. Remember this. uh, Okay, you are not buying this asset for yourself. You are buying this for your business, and you will sell that to another person and get some amount profit on that. Okay, so always focus on one question: if cash coming in or cash going out. इतना ही याद रखिए, अगर कैश आ रहा है या जा रहा है, इतना ही याद रखना है. You have to remember one thing: cash is coming or going out of the business. If cash is coming, debit side. If cash is going, credit side. Simple. If you remember this, you can easily solve the problem without any uh, okay. And you have to remember actually three things: if cash is coming, debit side; if your cash is going, credit side; and if credit sales or credit purchases are there, you don't have to uh, record that transaction in cash book. You can easily solve the problem on single column cash book. Thank you everyone for watching this video.